Hello, bonjour. By the time you see this, I will be in France. Hooray! Yes, well, on my way to France. So I will have left at silly o'clock this morning and gone on a train, and I'm probably somewhere now between London. No, I might just be in London right now on the way to get onto the Eurostar. So isn't that exciting? It is for me. Yay! So I thought I'd bring you a little in-betweeny sparkly bits video. We've got a bit of Nemo's dreamscapes. We've reached the depths of the universe in this one. Very excited. Very Welsh. Right, so this is all stuff that I picked up in the last few weeks from car boot sales. Mainly car boot sales, actually. Some from that crate that I bought, the £40 crate and stuff. Some from charity shops. Yeah, a whole mixture of stuff. So where to start? I'll start with some sets of things. Actually, I've got a couple of sets. First of all, I've got this one. So lovely necklace. It's got glass and then it's got this beautiful blue gold stone in it, which is a man-made stone, and then like hematite and things, and then these little kind of silver plated flowers and bits and bobs. So that was one of them. And then there's this, which I'm presuming is a matching bracelet, but it's quite large. It's a bit large. I mean, I could probably wear that as an ankle bracelet, maybe an ankle cuff if you put like one of those devices in it that gives you an electric shock. No, don't do that, that would be weird. But I really like the ends of these as well. They've got really pretty like end cap things. This one has got a different one. I mean, I'm presuming they go together. They've got some of the same beads on there and then some different ones. But I'll probably sell them as a set anyway, because I think they look rather lovely together. I like the blue gold stone. I think that's rather handsome. And then this is another set I got. I tend to get these or see them fairly on the regs, but as individuals, but not so much as sets. But this is like ethnic handmade, possibly, I don't know, Indian, I'm guessing, maybe. But there's all these gemstones in here, very, very rough cut gemstones, so like agates and jaspers and things. But I have got the pendant necklace and matching jangly bell earrings, so they will go, because the boho crowd and art teachers and things like that, they like them, don't they? They like them, the art teachers and things. And then I've got this set as well. Now, I have had that dangle before and I can't remember who it is. I thought the style might have been by a brand called Madewell, but I can't find the M on it. Now the necklace is a little bit more used, so there is a bit of like tarnish there. I do like these little kind of targety sort of shapes on it. But we've got the necklace, dangly earrings and bracelet. And again, that's quite a cute set and kind of unusual to find them all together. So we've got a parure of some unknown maker there, but kind of cool, kind of cool. Do I have any other sets? I do, yes, I do. Right. So these all look like the same stone, but they're from different sets. So I'm not actually going to sell these as a complete set, because they're all same stone, but different sizes, different styles. So we've got this now. I think this is an agate, but a dyed agate, but it's beautiful, isn't it? This beautiful green, shades of green, gorgeous. That's the bracelet. Now I've tested this one. It is stamped sterling silver, and it is sterling silver. So that's fantastic, isn't it? That's great, sterling silver. Now the pendant is slightly different in style, because it's got this kind of bail on it with these little swirls and things. So I would probably sell that one separate. Again, this tests as sterling silver and it's stamped sterling silver there. These are the earrings, again, different style. They've got this little kind of scalloping detail at the bottom, and these are stamped sterling silver and test as sterling silver. Always nice. And then this is the ring. Very unusual shape, again, different finish to it. This one isn't stamped sterling silver and it isn't sterling silver. So that's why I thought, like, well, I'll sell them all separately as well, because they're all different in their own way, aren't they? But I very much love, like, the colour of those. I think they're rather glorious. I think that's it for sets. Although I do have a lot of green coming in today. A lot of green. Right, standard things that I always like to pick up. You know, I always like to pick up gold tone collar length necklaces. This is a modern one. It's got the clasp just behind there, so quite easy to put on. It looks like it should be stretchy, but it doesn't really stretch, but it is articulated, so very much a cool 70s disco kind of vibe on that one. And then I also picked this one up at the car boot sale as well. This one is unsigned, but it's very nicely made. It's only got a little bit of wear to it, but polish that up, I reckon that'll look rather fabulous. Fabulous, and it's really heavy as well. It's quite well made, that one, I like that. And then this one I picked up in the car boot sale. So this is kind of like a modern replica, but it's quite nice. It's got the little lover's knot links there, and these very kind of Edwardian looking bars, and then the dog clip. So you would use that, like you could put a watch on it or a fob, or you could double it up, or you could wear it like that, or you could put your charm on it like that. These are so on vogue at the moment, so that's why I picked it up, and it was only £1. So I'm happy with that. But I'll have to do a little bit more research into this one, because it is actually really well made. So I want to know who buy and whether I might want to keep it. Got some lovely beaded necklaces. Another bit of green, so much green today. This is lovely malachite, little malachite cubes, and then little beads all knotted in between. And then the beads, I'm thinking are going to be rolled gold, because the clasp is rolled gold. So you know it's a bit of quality when they've actually bothered putting rolled gold clasp and a safety chain on it as well, and all these lovely beads in between. So it wouldn't surprise me if this, you know, once had like a tag on it, or came in a nice box saying that it was by some fancy designer like Dower and Hall or something. But that's rather lovely, isn't it? And then one that is signed is this one. That is a Butler and Wilson tag, and they use Swarovski glass crystals. So we've got this fabulous peridot kind of coloured flower on this. I like the combination of the peridot colour and the black. I think that is rather striking. Colours you shouldn't wear for a wedding apparently are green and black, but I would go sod that. I'm definitely wearing that to a wedding, and good luck to them. And another beaded necklace. This one is beautiful. I bought it off Facebook. It is a rolled gold Art Deco, beautiful glass, foiled glass. There are a couple of faults with it. There's a chip to that bead, and then there's one, I think, on the other side as well, which is a real shame, because these are so pretty beads. Like, look at them. Absolutely glorious. But yeah, just a shame that a couple of the beads are chipped. But that's like, I mean, they're like 100 years old. If you were 100 years old, you'd be a bit chipped as well, wouldn't you? Still beautiful though. Still beautiful. Oh, I got some like randomy things. You know, I like picking up random things. We've spoken about this before. So I've got this. I think this is a picnic blanket clip, isn't it? I just thought it was fun. And it's a little fish. Now you could of course take him off there and wear him as a pendant, or you could clip him onto things. You could clip him onto your jumper or something like that. Or of course you could just use him as a picnic blanket weight if you wanted to. But he's a lot of fun. I got a little tiger's eye Buddha. He's got a lovely chatoyancy on his belly there, isn't he? I'm saying Buddha because he has got a big belly, but then he also looks a little bit like Yoda in the face. So we'll call him Yoda, maybe. Oh dear. And then I've got a little brass spinner. Obviously it's got some verdigris on it, so that'll have to be cleaned off and shone up because it is brass. Probably would have had like a gold finish to it at some point. It is signed or stamped like T and P or T and F or something like that. And then we've got that's like a green bloodstone, I think, but rather handsome spinner. I always like picking things like that up because they're very Victorian-esque, aren't they? And they're quite satisfying spinning it around like that. And then I've got an egg. It's an egg. It's not sterling silver, but I just like that it's a little red enameled egg. I was hoping to open it up and find a little animal inside like the Fabergé ones do, but no. Sadly, there is no little polar bear inside, because I like the polar bear one, that's my favourite. But it is still quite cute. As a little pendant. You could keep a little bit of, I don't know, string in there. That's what you put in there, string. To keep your spare string in there. Absolutely. I had a couple of things fixed this week. I'll show you them as well. So I had this fixed, as in it needed a tiny, tiny little stone in there. But this is a Dior ring, Christian Dior ring, modern one. Well, I'd say like Y2K one in a size 5. And then this handsome seagull, Stephen, obviously. Look at his wingspan. He's a big boy, isn't he? But he needed just finishing to his clasp there, because the clasp like would come out. He has got a trombone clasp, which makes me think he should be European, really. But he is rather handsome. I do like him. You can spread your wings over there, my dear. Some other couple of little birdies. How cute are these? So this is Russian hand painted lacquer. So this is papier-mâché, and then it's lacquered on top, and then it's painted and then lacquered over the top again. The ones that sell for a little bit more, I mean, they don't go for loads, but they would be hand signed on the back. Little tourist pieces. I don't tend to pick them up much anymore, but I did like this one because it's got the two little birdies on it. So very sweet. Other things I don't tend to pick up much, but if they're cheap I will. Alpaca Mexico. It does always sell. It doesn't sell for loads. I bought this for £1. It'll probably go for about £8, £7 or £8, something like that. It's got the turquoise and the mother of pearl inlay. They're really nice for summer. 1970s, very groovy. They will always sell, but you won't make your millions on it. Just so you know. These slightly annoyed me. They're marked. I just thought I'd show you. They are marked, but I cannot get them to test for gold, the buggers. Absolute swines. I'll show you something in a bit that does test for gold though. Oh, I know, exciting. This, I think, is brass. It is super heavy, and yes, it is the word that I just said there, and like oxidizing and stuff, but I think that's part of this industrial kind of look for it, because I think it's intentional. It's a bit mad, isn't it? These are super heavy. It is a proper weighty bracelet, but how bizarre. It's quite small as well. Makes me think it might be like an African or tribal made thing. Not sure, but it's a weird one, huh? Some more pretty bracelets that I got. This one, I couldn't resist it. I mean, it's not particularly old. It's definitely of a vintage style though. And I did think it was rather fabulous. It feels fabulous. Yeah, fabulous, that's a word. It's got nice construction to it. A nice finish. Just a shame that it's not signed. I haven't done a Google image search on it yet, so I will try that because it might come up with something. But if that was for sale on Portobello Market, oofed, ladies. And then I've got this lovely, again, tiger's eye one. Shame it's not in sterling silver, but again, really, really pretty beads there. I'll put you next to your Buddha friend. Hi, yeah, if the music keeps jumping and I keep jumping, it's because, of course, I am allergic to my own stock. And I keep coughing and sneezing and things, so I do apologise if it seems a bit disjointed at times. Right, on we go. I've got a couple of cool names. This one I picked up the other day for £1. American Eagle Outfitters. They're not super, well, I mean, like, they're expensive when you buy them. I don't think their resale is too high. And I wish I had have seen that before I picked it up, because that's a bit cheesy for me. But I do like the scrolly hearts. I think that's quite nice. And that it's a toggle clasp thing. I do think it's all right. I just wish that it said something a bit different, to live your life. Because, I mean, well, obviously I am. I'm going to live anyone else's, am I? That would be weird. And then this was a cool find. This was at the car boot sale. So I picked it up because I thought it looked like Jonette jewellery, first of all. No, Joma. And they sell, you know, little Joma jewellery, silver plated charm bracelet sell. But this isn't. This is Clobo. And this is sterling silver. And brand new. This is like £75 plus. So I'm looking at a good like 30 odd quid sale on that one. Happy days. From £2 at the car boot. Some more car boot purchases. I got this beautiful royal gold cuff bangle. I mean, how stunning is that? Gorgeous diamond etched with this kind of like a stardust sort of finish. There you go. It says royal gold in there with 10 years guarantee. 10 years. It's already at least like 30 years old, if not like 40 or 50. But how lush is that? Stunning. I did get another one. It's not quite as in good a condition, but this one is an older one. I would say this one would be more like an Edwardian one. It's got all these very pretty scrolly leaves on there, and it's one of those like kiddies expandable ones. But it's still, I would say it's more, you know, not younger kid style, but certainly not like, unless you got, I could possibly get that on, but I don't want to. But yeah, little roll gold one. There we go. I mean, it was pretty, so I picked it up. You know me. And then this I also picked up at the car boot. I do like arrows. I think there's something just very like deco looking about it, so I really like that. And it's quite hefty. It's not a precious metal. I think it was probably, well, you can see something there. It might be a bit of copper underneath, but I do like that. It's rather handsome quiver. I like the word quiver. This is another bit of stone that's not set in silver, even though it is stamped silver on the inside. Rude. But this is ruby and ziosite. It's a rather pretty stone though, isn't it? Like, quite unusual. I have had a bangle that was quite like that as well, like, but a solid bangle. And that was cool. I think that went for about 40 or 50 quid actually. Right. Now we're on to all the actual silvers. Real silvers. Something funny to start off with. First of all, I showed this to Susan Badwolf and she was like, nah, it's not for me. It is on the chain, but the chain has just come off. We've got K9 from Doctor Who. I thought it was great. She's like, nah. I'm like, but you love Doctor Who? And she's like, yes, but I don't like jewellery. So she won't be watching this, so we can bitch about it now if we like. Bloody Susan Badwolf. Why yada. Couple of nice brands. So this one is by Pia, P-I-A, or Pia. There you go, it's signed there. Again, they're like a decent high-end, high street, I would say, kind of brand. Along the lines of like a Swarovski-esque sort of prices. But I really like the shape of this modernist, like, beaten one. I'm going to polish this up a bit, but not too much. And I'll polish these up a bit, but not too much, because I think it brings out the detail really nicely. And of course, if the person that buys it wants to polish it up, like, they can do, but I think that's quite a cool effect. And then the other nice brand is Milo Italy. So that is stamped on there, Milo, M-I-L-O-R, 925 Italy. And this is quite the chonk, quite a weighty charm bracelet with all these little hearts. Now, obviously, you know me, I could spot silver a mile away, especially when it's tarnished like that. I'm like, that tarnishes like silver. So I think I got that for about £2. Well happy, because it's definitely at least, I don't know, a few times that in its scrap weight, because that is a chunk, a lovely, lovely chunk of silver. All right, now where do we go? I'll do some earrings. I've only got a couple of pairs of earrings this time, because I've been trying to quit. So just a couple of faux pearl bits on some really, really nice, like long hooks. And then these pretty little amber ones. So those are all the earrings. That's all the earrings I've got this time, folks. But that amber is rather handsome. You've got the cognac and you've got the lighter one as well. Sorry, the apple juice they call it as well, don't they? Very pretty. And then I've got a nice sparkly cross. This one I bought for £2 from the car boot sale. It is stamped sterling silver in the bail, and then there's very faint marks there, but I'm not sure if they're marks or if they're just like a production thing. But it's definitely stamped in there as well. And on the box chain, rather twinkly, lovely cross. Where are we putting that? It needs somewhere. There, we'll put that there. Oh, I've got some fantastic pendants. Right, 1, 2, I'll save that pendant for later, because that's a rather special pendant. Yeah. So these are really beautiful pendants. Look at that lovely bit of gummy, kind of wine gum looking bit of amethyst there. That is stunning, isn't it? Glorious. And then this beautiful labradorite and garnet. Labradorite again, it just looks like storm clouds, doesn't it? And it changes in every direction. But of course what you want is the beautiful flashes. Oof. Absolutely lovely. And then I bought a lot of green. And when I mean a lot of green stuff, I wasn't exaggerating. So we'll start from the smallest. So this is the smallest bit of green. Beautiful malachite, real green. It's got moonstones and peridot under there. Lovely swirls in that stone. Even some like inclusions and stuff at the back. On a nice snake chain. Put you there. And then they just kind of get a little bit bigger. I got this one off of a show on Whatnot, off a Finders Keepers show. Did spend £40 on it, but I'm quite happy to, because it was beautiful, and I might keep it and wear it for a little while because I really do like the style of it. And then again, there's like a glorious swirl in there. It looks like you're falling into I was going to say a black hole, but it's a green hole, isn't it? Falling into my green hole. No, that's just weird. And then this one I picked up the car boot, and this one, oh, the weight on it is insane because it is solid at the back. That one's open at the back. This one is solid. And then it's on this really unusual chain with the hook that is stamped there. But this is a proper chunk. I like this one because it's got like triangles of it. You can really kind of see the weird ways in which it is formed. Lovely. Lovely. Where do I put you? There. It's so cool, isn't it? And then the last bit of green before I go on to some purples and yellows and things is this one. Isn't it awesome? Now this is Mexico, and then it's got the maker, well, it'd be tax code Mexico and then whatever number, and this is 950, so it's higher carat than sterling silver, which is 925. A really awesome shape on that. They look like pointy, like they're gonna, like if you do that, yeah, okay, they might be a little bit sharp, don't do that. But they're awesome. Malachite inlay, but it feels smooth as anything, really tactile. It's lovely. Lovely. Okay, I'll show you a couple more brooches and then the purple things. Oh, actually, I need to show you the thing in the box. I bought this the other day. This was when I was in Newport. It's by Zippis Silver. I think it's a Chinese company. But I really like that it's a little like an orchid, and then it's got a bit of rose gold tone in the center. So I did think that was pretty, so I thought I'd pick it up because someone will like it. Nice as a gift, nice present, nice for birthday. Right. Couple of cute brooches. This one, Celtic brooch with a little bit of abalone in the middle. Stamp 925, but it's not signed. And then the same with this one. I thought that this might be an Oligori one because her animals are very much like the same kind of shape, this sort of like pointed Celtic. And as yet, I have been unable to find her name on there, the cow. But I might give it a good clean up and hope for the best. I mean, you never know. Sometimes things just appear. Absolute bargain is this one. I got this one for £2. It is sterling silver and so many gemstones in there, so many. We have got topaz, garnet, pearl, amethyst, peridot, citrine. There's definitely, that's an emerald. I'm pretty sure there's a sapphire there as well, and there's a ruby there. There's a moonstone there and another one there. Isn't that absolutely stunning? So I'm wondering whether to keep that for another gemstone whatnot show. Perhaps. And then this one is a lovely one as well. So I liked all the stones on this. Again, all the gemstones on here. Semi-precious stones on this one. So we've got lapis and turquoise and tiger's eye and malachite and things like that. Sterling silver in between. And then this is the signature. So it's an R in a C, and it's actually, is it Caroline Pollock? I think it is. It's a certain range that she does, but it's Caroline Pollock, and one of these is sold on eBay for 70 quid. Insane. Like wow, isn't that bonkers? Right. Ooh, now see, now it's starting to get difficult. Right, I'll show you purple things. Oh no, this isn't purple, but it came with something that I bought that was purple, I think. Anyways, so we've got Maltese cross, little 1950s, 60s sterling silver bracelet. Maltese crosses are in. They're in, folks. It might just be a rumour that I've started, but I am going with it. Maltese crosses are definitely in. Right, purple stuff. I mean, you can't go wrong with a big faceted amethyst sterling silver ring, can you? Isn't that awesome? Whoa! It's a babe, it's gonna knock you out. There. Bury you there. And then this one was from the car boot sale at the weekend. I spent like 100 and something pounds, 130 pounds with the same woman. That I've bought previously before, and I was like, oh, I'm not so sure. And then all of this stuff I was well happy with. So beautiful little amethysts set in this little flower shaped design, stamped on the back there, little hook closure, and again a proper chunk of silver, that one. We're going to decorate the seagull with it. Here we go, you can nest in there. And then this purple I think might be tanzanite. I haven't tested it yet, but tanzanite, and then these little marcassite stones, very art deco. I think it is a modern one because it's, yeah, stamp 925 in there. It is a modern one, but that's definitely got a real kind of Edwardian or Art Nouveau kind of look to it, and a decent size. Beautiful, isn't it? I enjoy that one muchly. And then this is a cool one. So we got a nice rope sterling silver chain, rope twist chain. And then at the end, look at this. We've got a beautiful amethyst in this gorgeous, almost Moroccan-esque design. On the back, it is stamped. I can't quite work out what that means. It says sterling, but then I don't know what that is. If it looks a bit like 2000, doesn't it? So maybe it was made in the year 2000, I don't know. But how cool it is, your very own stash box Whoop whoop. Again, just for keeping handy bits of string in there, because that's what you do, isn't it? Almost Indian looking as well. It's got this granulation, that's it, or Etruscan, Victorian Etruscan used that as well. Beautiful, isn't it? Keep your stash in that. I mean, bits of string. And now we're coming on to, oh, hang on, and this silver bracelet I bought from that lady as well, and I bought it because I like the nail heads, because it's a bit Cartier-esque. Again, all in sterling silver with gold plate on the nail heads. It's fun, isn't it? But, right, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits left. I will show you the bit that you've already seen, that you know is actually my favourite thing, but you've already seen it, so it's not going to be a mad surprise, is this one. It is stunning. I am keeping it for a bit. It is absolutely beautiful. So this is like ruby glass and sterling silver. It is stamped silver, and it is also stamped made in England. So I would presume reasonably old, this one. But oh my god, it is just gorgeous, isn't it? I'm absolutely in love with it. And it's going to take a lot of time and money to prize this off my warm, alive hands. But I am in love. I am in love. Same with this. I've got to take that off. I bought this at the car boot sale on Sunday. It is full UK hallmarks. The only thing wrong with it is that there's a ding there. Can you see? There's a ding, but look at that starry etching on it. It is gorgeous. And I wore this like the whole day after, and it didn't bug me so much. Oh, it is so nice. I really do love that one. So again, oh, it's going to be, there we are. It's all good. Because it's got that slight ding, it's like bent this way. But I don't want to bang it back out because I don't want to ruin it. I think it's, you can't tell, can you? But I absolutely love it. It's so cool. You need to be able to see like the stars a bit, don't you? Come in. No. There. Sort of. Right. So now three cool bits. So there's this one. Isn't she glorious? Yes, she is. She is citrine. 800 silver, possibly German. But don't hold that against her. I'm kidding. But she is absolutely stunning. Definitely really, really old. Because 800 silver, I don't know. Is it still used across continental Europe? Quite possibly, but it's definitely of an Art Nouveau style. And the reason I say that it's probably really, really old is because it came on a really, really old chain that it actually doesn't suit, or is from a different period, because it came on this chain. This humongously long trombone. Sorry, 1 second. Yep, I'm allergic to it. Trombone style link Edwardian chain with all of these citrines. Randomly one citrine smaller than the other, granted, but it is so long. I mean, how long is it? How long is it, Lex? It is 145 centimeters long. So it makes me think it might be like a muff chain or a guard chain or something. It's got this beautiful bolt ring clasp. Gorgeous. It is not marked, but it tests fully as sterling silver and citrine. And oh my god, it is stunning. I've looked online. People are selling similar for, again, in the quite a few hundreds. So I was well chuffed to get that. And that was on it, but they don't suit each other, even though they are both citrine. Different time periods. But, I mean, not by much, but glorious. And then the last thing is just a little bit of gold. It's a tiny little bit of gold. It's this one. It's a little Easter egg. It's from Easter 1964. So a little chick in an egg. And it's by Mecca. Now before we know Mecca as being, you know, a bingo hall, there was a dance, pretty sure it's the same company. It was like a dance hall, wasn't it? And they would have like a find the golden egg kind of thing. And this is from, yeah, Easter 1964. It is hallmarked there, and it is solid gold. In fact, it is 8 point something grams of solid gold, which is more than most necklaces. It is really heavy. Like, considering its size, it is proper dense solid gold. And that was on a roll gold chain and going cheap. And I will leave you with that. Yes, if there has been something here that you fancied, accept that. Yeah, please do let me know. My email address, as always, underneath here. I'm going to be off and enjoying Lyon on Paris, so I shall see you when I get back, or actually in my next vlog, which might be tomorrow, depending on when you see this and how good I am at quick editing and stuff like that. But yeah, until next time, bye bye now, bye bye.